All right, welcome to John Michael's Rockbox, and I'm your host, John Michael. It's awesome to have you hanging out with me today. I've got with me as a guest Reija Massey. Hi, Reija.
Hi, John.
And so, the premise of this Rockbox, when it kicked off many years ago, was an opportunity for me to share all this great talent that we have around the Monterey Bay and beyond with you that are listening. And we've had a lot of great artists. In the beginning, when we first started, it was constant local musicians. And then we kind of fanned out, and we were bringing in authors and comedians and people from all walks of life just to showcase all this wonderful talent that is out in the world. And now we're going to kind of start leaning back to our roots where we began and showcasing a lot of the wonderful artists and musician wise and stuff like today, for instance, with Reija Massey. And so we're going to lean a little bit probably for quite some time. We're never really going to leave that realm. We're always going to keep that as the foundation of the Rockbox. And so today we're very honored and pleased to bring to you a very talented musician whom we've just introduced you to, Reija Massey. So Reija, welcome. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Now you, my dear, have been playing music probably, well, after checking out your bio, you were actually introduced to music while you were still in the womb.
Oh, yeah. My parents were big fans of Slayer and they liked it loud. So I was more or less, introduced to the music world as a very nice little fetus. And there's a story my dad told me that when my mom was pregnant, they actually asked the doctor if when I was born, they needed to turn down the music because they listened to it so loud. And the doctor said, oh, no, she's going to be used to it. Because when a baby's in there,
you're right.
Yeah.
And there you are, rocking on and rocking, ready to rock.
Oh yeah, born ready.
So as you're growing up, how did you figure out that, besides all that listening to music while you're in the womb kind of a deal, did you think, well, kind of thinking maybe I want to play an instrument or sing or something? And when did that really come to light for you?
Well, my grandma was an opera singer, and I like to think that played a big part in it for me. My grandma more or less raised me, and she's a big inspiration to me, and in a lot of ways I want to be just like her. So
sure,
I think she introduced me to a lot. We had a piano in the house when I was little, and I remember just being tiny and playing with it and not understanding anything that was going on, but just trying to make the sounds work. And I think that that's a big part of the reason why I followed music so much, but also because I love to perform. I love to get attention. I love the art of it and
right,
all that.
So do you find yourself being really creative? Is it an expression of who you are when you get to play and when you get to sing or choose songs that you want to perform?
Yeah, I think that for me, it's an outlet. I think that all kids need something that they can rack their brains on, and
sure.
Music is such an emotional thing, and it's so connecting, and it takes a lot of your brain, right, to play music. And yeah, I would just say that it's an outlet for me, and that it's something I like to do creatively, and that it's a way that I express myself.
Yeah, I understand. It's hard to explain to those that are not musicians that, that feeling that you get when you get up there and you're performing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an outlet of some sort that when you play music, you feel it, and when you're done, you're like, oh, it's over with that. That was a fast gig, especially when you get into it and they're all good. So You know what I'd like to do, Rhea, is maybe showcase something. Let's see what it is that you do. You have something that you could share with us that one of your performances?
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm going to show you is a song I wrote, kind of along with a music video that I made that's on my YouTube. And awesome. Gonna just share this screen now. I think this is how we do it.
Yeah, you know, for those of you joining us today, right now, it's Reija Massey, and she's going to show us her video. So let's just take a moment and check this out.
The beginning is a little silly, I will admit, but I was just having fun. So here we go.
Hey, how's it going? You got something you want to say that on me? Don't say nothing to me. Yeah, hear me. How long would you keep my flowers if I put them in a vase? If I give you every hour, every second of every day, would you fight for me? How deeply will you bleed for me? Would you lie to me? Don't you ever think of leaving me? Can you ease the goosebumps on my brain? Your kisses make velvet, crazy about my perfume. If I let you on down my heart, I've got to be good to you. Would you fight for me? How deeply will you bleed for me? Would you lie to me? Don't you ever think of leaving me? Can you ease the goosebumps on my brain? 'Cause someday when you break me, I'll save all the luxury. And on the days I'm lonely, all memories will taunt me. Life is my direction, dealing with your infection on me. Can you ease these goosebumps on my brain? Would you fight for me? How deeply will you bleed for me? Would you lie to me? Don't you ever think of leaving me? Can you ease the goosebumps on my brain?
Yeah. That was fabulous, man. And who created that? Was that just you?
Yeah, that's all me.
Good job. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank
So
you.
playing
Oh,
playing the
here.
piano, do you
Before we
read?
dive in,
I'm sorry?
Do you read music as well, or is it just ear?
Well, it's mostly by ear. That's a song I wrote, and I mostly use like chords to read. I don't go as much like on a staff or
Right.
any of that. I do know how, but I'm just not practiced. And reading music
Right.
is one of those things that you got to be really practiced. But
Yeah. It's true. But that was well done. So what prompted you to write that song?
what prompted me to write that song? Honestly, that one, I don't know exactly, but
Just
it just, I think that, songs tend to just kind of flow out, and
yeah.
as they are turning into what they're going to be, I understand them more. But maybe my boyfriend, I don't know. That song I think he likes.
Oh, well, there you go. A lot of artists seem to have songs that they write which will revolve around some part of their
Personal lives.
love lives, you
Yeah.
know, be it a breakup or, something good.
Hmm.
But either way, but there you go. And so, how long have you been playing?
How long have I been playing piano?
Yeah.
I've been playing piano for 6 years, and I'm self-taught.
See, there you go. Atta
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
started playing piano when I was 12 or 13 because I was so set on learning country roads on piano because there was a talent show coming up, and I thought that country roads was going to get everyone in the audience to sing along. And I never actually played the talent show, but now
Oh.
I play it when I do gigs, and I do get everyone to sing along, so that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's a great feeling when you're sitting there and you're seeing people being part of your show, and that could be just a little bob of their head. Maybe you look down, you see their feet tapping. Some people getting up and dancing,
Mhm.
or singing along with you.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that feels great. Absolutely love that. So, where can people find you, Reija? Say if they just want to look you up and just to see what's going on in the world of Reija Massey.
In the world of Reija Massey, you can find me at reijamassey.com. You can find me on YouTube, also under Reija Massey. Reija is spelled Reija. Massey is my last name.
Right.
A little simpler. And on Instagram, my Instagram is Reija's Music Box. And on Facebook too is a place where a lot of my music is spread.
Yeah.
All under the same name, just my name. You could probably look me up on Google and find me that way too.
Yeah, I'm sure they can. And, don't mispronounce your name like I used to in the very beginning when I met Reija.
Reija.
Reija, because you look at it.
I've heard it all.
You want to phonetically say it the way it's spelled. So, but just pretend the J is a Y, and that'll make your life easier.
Totally.
So, yeah, we love having Reija on. Now, Reija, you've been playing a lot of places lately. Now, are you doing most of your gigs these days solo?
Yes. I do also have a metal band, but right now we're taking a little bit of a hiatus, but not really. We're still playing, when the time is right. But the guys in my band, one is a music teacher, one is working at a library. We're all doing our own thing a little bit and
right
being focused. But I do play the majority of the time by myself.
Yeah. And so you've been out and about. I was checking out off your bio the places that you play, and you seem to have a pretty constant gig schedule.
Oh, yeah. Right now I'm playing every week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at Edwin's Kahuna Bar in Carmel by the Sea on 5th and San Carlos from 6:30 to 9.
Oh, that's very nice. So while you're sitting there, and you have these gigs, and you don't want to always play the same sets all the time. How is it? How is it you decide that what it is you want to play?
How do I switch it up?
Yeah. Do you research? Do you think, well, I've done this before, or maybe I've never tried this, so should I try it? Kind of a deal.
A lot of times I take requests. That's a big thing I love to do is, I'm a crowd pleaser. So I love to interact and get as many requests as I can. And hope that I can play them, but I also, this is a good question, because last night I was sitting down at the piano thinking, gosh, I haven't been playing any new songs lately. And I was like, well, what are my favorite songs right now? And
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, there's some Black Eyed Peas, there's Gwen Stefani, and different things that I can do and just make it my own and do my own version of it. So I just try to do songs that I like and that I feel and do it that way.
Right. As I think most bands do. Unless you're a tribute band, then then of course you got to play it as pretty close note to note as the artist that you're copying. But as far as running out and playing, now you do covers and you do your own, right, original material.
My original music when I'm gigging, especially at Edwin's, I typically do more covers than I do my original music, but I do try to share at least a couple original songs just so that I can get them out there. But
yeah,
I do feel I don't get the same interest, as the covers get. But I still believe in my original music and I love it and I try to push it.
Yeah. Well, it's honestly that's how it works. And any cover band that has original material will tell you that your whole sets have mostly got to be what they know, the audience, and then you can throw a couple of your songs in between somewhere, and they might not know it then, but if they like what you do with the covers that they know, they'll come back and see you, and they have already heard you play your original once before. Oh, I remember that song. She played that last time. I like this one, And so, but the only way to break through to people is by doing it the way you do. Play mostly what they know and add your own in, throughout your sets.
One thing that I love to do is I have a song, I call it my Goodnight song or a vanishing act, and it's a really great way to engage with the crowd, I feel like, because I always tell them at the end of the night, like, hey, this is my last song. This is an original and you're going to sing along, even though you've never heard it before. And then, I play it for them and it's a really simple little piece. It's just la, 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 la. But it works and people like it. So
that's good. I think that's awesome. You have more videos that you can share with us?
Oh, totally.
I'm ready. I'm kind of excited to hear another song from Reija.
Oh, good. I know. So I think what I want to show you is actually a video of, this is a music video that I made from, this is Reija and the Ironheads song. And I made this video for it.
Okay. Reija Massey.
Reija Massey. Here, I'll start it over.
Why can't I have you? You know I I'd like to slice her open, see what's so good inside. Stuff her up with sawdust and marbles for her eyes. I might let you keep her mounted to your wall. Only then you'll love me, catch me if I fall. What's the matter? We're free now. Aren't you happy? I did this for us. I'd do anything for you. Why aren't you looking at me? Oh, come on, give me a smile. It's that stupid bitch, isn't it? It's okay. We can keep her.
I guess Jonas learned that a hobby can be very self-fulfilling, as long as you're not too stuffy about it. So until next time, I want all of you to sit, stay, play dead.
Wow. That was fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
You got some skills there, girl.
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to learn how to, edit my music videos and kind of be more self-produced, but that was like maybe the third one I'd ever done. So there are things I'd change about it now, but it's still something to be proud of.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you're a little further along in the editing world than I am. I have help with this show in editing, although I've got to jump into it and learn it myself, because it does help when, say, there's nobody around to help you edit. You're going to have to do it on your own, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But it kind of gives you a better sense of direction because you're controlling what it is, your vision. You could see your vision.
Totally.
And then, create your vision. You're trying to explain that to somebody else who's editing for you. And they're all like, well, yeah, it's kind of sort of it, but not really,
Yeah. That's
so
a big.
I was going to say in your band, the Ironheads, which by the way, that's a bunch of talented musicians you got playing with
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Who are they?
Yeah. Cross Carrasco on guitar. We got DC on bass and we got Borrego on drums.
Good group. I remember when I caught you guys, a couple videos for sure. And I think it was probably one of your family members that videotaped it. And, I was like, hey, there's a band that's got some skills.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was well done. And so for those of you who joined us late, it's local artist Reija Massey who's on, and we're sharing all her just fine talents and what a musician she is. Great vocalist, pianist, and doing a solo artist along with the band. And now I guess now we can put her into the producing and editing of videos as well. So well done. So what do you see for yourself, Reija? What's your goal?
What's my goal?
Yeah.
Right now, my goal is to be as self-produced as possible. I recently had a friend tell me that that's not possible, but I like to prove people wrong. So
Good.
It's just putting a little more flame in my fire. I think that I'm somebody who I have the vision.
Right.
I just need to, kind of caress it and bring everything together and fine tune and turn something into what I want it to be. And I'm even learning, production for music too right now. I'm just using GarageBand, but I have a song that I'm working on that is probably going to come out sometime in February, I'm hoping. I'm not really understanding mastering yet. I need some assistance there, but I'm just proud of myself for trying, because I have felt in the past that when I worked with people that they didn't really see what I wanted things to be. And so I just figure I might as well do it myself. And I think that, but also there's nothing wrong with working with people. I think that there's a lot to be said about, other people helping and finding that creative balance. But I know that with this song, Fatal Attraction, there were a lot of things that I wanted to do with it, though, that I couldn't quite do because I didn't have the resources, That song was very inspired by Tales from the Crypt.
Right.
And that episode specifically, the whole song is kind of about taxidermy, and I've always been very interested in anatomy. So with that video, I had to find a lot of stuff on YouTube, to kind of use in the final product. And I think that it would be more. So my point is that in that sense that I had to go to an external source and use that. But I'd like to in the future just, I have friends who are photographers, and I'd love to go to them and shoot my own music videos and just have them fully done myself. I think that that's something that I would like to do. I've always wanted to do that. I just never really knew if I could. And now I feel like I'm dipping into it, and I'm trying to make it happen.
Sure. I mean, the stumbling blocks of learning how to do stuff like what you're doing is sometimes, it just puts a little hindrance on it, and you think, this, I don't know. But in the same breath, you start doing it and you're like, hey, I can get this done, and it sounds like you're really going to move forward in a big way.
Thank you.
I mean, it's good to know everything that you want to know, and using the help of others is always good. I mean, because even the best bands in the world still have producers and engineers and stuff like that.
There's always someone who can do it better than me.
Sure. Or just a different they hear a little something different that you might not have heard, or thought of. And then they introduce that to you and you go, that's a great idea. Let's try that.
Yeah. I think that I've held myself back in the past by not just pushing forward and trying to do it too, because I thought, well, when the time comes, then I'll do a music video, then I'll have my song come out. And it just never happened. Right. So I've gotten to the point where I'm like, it needs to be done and I need to do it.
There you go. Well, there you go. So I say continued success, keep creating. She's out and about. You can find Reija all over the place. And once again, Reija, can you just go ahead and share your websites and stuff where people can find you?
Yeah. Do you want me to share the screen share?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Cool. I'll also just say what the website is first. It's reijamassey.com, ReijAMassey. And I'll give you a quick look at it just for fun. Have it open here. Oh, don't know what happened there, but here it is. got lots of stuff on here. I also do modeling. Been getting into that recently. Here's more of my band and what we do. But yeah, there's the website. Easy to check out.
Easy to check out. There you go. And she's quite talented. And I'm sure in the future you're going to hear a whole lot about Reija Massey, and without her band, the Ironheads, and which is a great band, by the way. So we say here to you, continued success. Well done so far.
Thank you.
She's a woman to be reckoned with, and go out and find her. Again, can you share where you're playing so people can come check you out live?
Yeah, I'm playing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at Edwin's Kahuna Bar in Carmel by the Sea on 5th and San Carlos from 6:30 to 9.
There you go. And now you
Every
have
week.
something to do to go check her out, and they wouldn't have her back that many times in a week, every week, unless she was good. She's good.
Thank you.
So Reija, thank you. Thank you for your time. Continued success to you and to all of the people that are around you to help make these things kind of happen for you. And I guess a big thanks to your grandmother and your dad and your mom for being right there and being your support. Yeah.
More or less.
Mostly it's thanks to Reija, because she's the one that's going out and doing it.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Well done, Reija. So everyone, yay, Reija Massey.
Thank you so much.
We love having you on the show, and we look forward to having you back again real soon.
Yeah, I look forward to it as well, John. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Reija Massey is our guest today on John Michael's Rockbox, and we look forward to having you like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue
Follow
to
me on Instagram.
and follow her on Instagram.
Reija's
all right.
Music Box.
We love having Reija. All right.
Thank
And we
you.
look forward to having her back again. And thank you for hanging out with us today on
Oh,
John
my
Michael's
pleasure.
Rockbox. Thanks. We'll talk to you.
Thank you. Have a great day.